We are, we have arrived at the pivotal aspect of the event, the moment we have all been eagerly waiting for, the public speech by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. I have the honor and privilege to request His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama to kindly bless all of us through his public speech. And what's more, the public speech of His Holiness will be followed by an interesting interaction.
Interaction. Interaction. Oh yeah. 딱 그래. 그 벽을 먹고 싶을 때는 벽에 저거를 가져왔다. What language? 아? Is necessary? No, I think this was okay.
Okay.
Even this is later, I think it's okay. 관계 도전에서는 다와도 제반 배셔 담배 쉬는 데서 과담도 알아 차차로. Brothers and sisters, I am extremely happy be here once more, and also the opportunity seeing the Swamiji. Last time when I met him, his age over 100 years. So so after seeing him, I also developed some kind of determination. I must live over 100 years. So I really have deep respect. Then, so now international sort of conference, your university organized. I really appreciate. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, I always talk quite frank. I don't like too much formality. I think much time consumed by formality. Waste of time. Whenever I meet people, talk, firstly, I myself consider as one human being, one of the 7 billion human beings. And we are social animal. So each human being's happiness or life entirely depend on the rest of the community. Now today's situation of the world is such, future of East depend on the West. Similarly, Western future depend on East. Like similarly, North and South. And then on top of that, because of the global warming, so now we have to think about humanity. So in order to be happier humanity, material development certainly very, very important. But material development or facility provides us only physical comfort, not mental level. Now that we witness, now number of scientists also now, particularly the medical scientists, now they really now found peace of mind is the key factor for good health. There's no question. A family where loving kindness or affection there, the family, whether rich or poor, very happy. On the other hand, family may be very rich, very powerful, but lack of human affection within the home, within the family. That family, not one happy family. It is very clear. So therefore, as one human being, when we think about humanity, about the world, material development still develop, very good. But the material development alone will not give us guarantee happy humanity and also peace world. More material development, more greed, and also becoming more richer, more jealousy, more sense of competition, and also, you see, bring frustration, too much stress. These are the source of problem, source of violence. Look, much violence, including those violence in the name of religion, ultimately money or power. So, we really need educate people. Material, very important, very good, but meantime, no point to neglect about our inner value. When we talk the inner value in the terms of humanity, religion, no matter how wonderful, cannot cover 7 billion human beings. Obviously, out of 7 billion, 1 billion non-believer. It is fact. And then also, among the believer, I think including our own community, Tibetans, generally, we are Buddhist, we are believer, and particularly our monks, believer. But there are corrupted people there. Among the Christians, any religious group, they are corrupted. Religious sort of meaningful teaching become just a lip service. Because lack of real conviction, honest, truthful, compassion. These, you see, without full conviction here, then these talks, these concepts, just lip service, like that. So that also show lack of firm conviction. The moral ethics, compassionate mind is something very, very important for individual well-being and well-being of family, well-being of community, well-being of humanity. Look, every nation, corruption, is something like cancer of the world, everywhere. And also, huge gap, rich and poor. Although many people, many organizations really taking care about the poor people, but the whole society, I think thinking, just me. And not much pay attention about others' well-being due to lack of human affection. So, really, I think, humanity level, a lot of problem. Again, these problem, much problem, our own creation. So then logically, these man-made problem can reduce if humanity makes some effort and with awareness or with sense of universal responsibility. So now here, ethics. Since all major religious tradition really carrying the as a moral principle, ethics. But no matter one single religion, wonderful religion, will never be universal, universally because of that, acceptable. So, then on the other hand, this country, India, Bharat, since last 3,000 years, this country developed concept of secular ethics. So, according Indian understanding about the secular is not only respect all religion, but also respect non-believer. It is something quite unique, and today's world, that kind of concept is very, very relevant. So, in the terms of 7 billion human beings, then 1,000-year-old India's tradition follow or pursue secular way to promote secular ethics through secular way. So that very possible education according to secular way that can be very fit in existing secular education field. So any religion, moral ethics, education about moral ethics based on religion is difficult, like India. So many different traditions there, so many different religious traditions there. So because of that, when you got independence, 47, your constitution based on secular. So therefore, you see, I think now time come. You see, serious thinking, serious research, how to introduce in existing modern secular education field about moral ethics. Now, when we talk moral ethics based on quotation or Buddha stated such, Mahavira stated such, at modern time, Dr. Ambedkar used to state such. Some people, of course, since it's our Lord, our teacher, used to state, one ant, yellow color. I never saw that. So, yellow robe, so yellow ant. So therefore, with help of some scientists, some educationists, you see, we are working now last several years. So already carry some sort of, experiment work like that. So I think within next 1 or 2 years, I think some kind of draft about curriculum, right, about secular ethics. That I always is telling, and here also I want to share with you. Then, secondary level, I'm Buddhist. some of you, this is stress, that all major religious tradition, in spite of different philosophical views, all carry same message, message of love, message of tolerance, message of forgiveness, message of contentment, message of self-discipline. And also more or less same effect. Therefore, we can see among the followers of different religious tradition, some people, wonderful, their life, simplicity, they totally dedicated serving to others. So that shows all major world religious traditions have same potential to produce such a wonderful human being. And the philosophical field, there's big differences. It's necessary. Among the Buddha's own follower, you see, because of different mental disposition, therefore, Buddha taught contradictory, different philosophy. Why? The teaching must be suitable according to individuals' mental disposition. So like that, so that is, different philosophical views are necessary in order to serve more variety of people. So then, look there, look at that. Not quite hot now. Yeah. What you? To say, I can't lost. You know, no. I think it's not working properly. I think old machine. Of course, occasionally I carry medical checkup. Sorry. You see, recently I met one doctor, specialist for my knees. Last a few years, there's some problem. So then the doctor, very specialist, he checked, and then he mentioned my physical condition is wonderful, very good. He mentioned at the same time. My point is, at the same time, he expressed to me, you are not 18 years old person, but nearly 80 years old person. So some problem bound to happen. So like this machine also I think seems old. So therefore, humanity need different variety of religions. So then, over 2,000 years, different religious tradition already there on this planet. So now India, I think one example, all major religious tradition live together in this country. Occasionally some problem here and there, and that's quite understandable. Nearly 1 billion population, there's some mischievous people always there. It's understandable. But basically, overall, I think this country really marvelous. You see, all major religious traditions live together. So this also, you see, shows possible if you make attempt through awareness, through understanding. or world different religious tradition can live together. We can develop genuine harmony among the different religious traditions. That is my second commitment on the level of I am Buddhist. So that I want to share with you. And then perhaps I may, I think appropriate to say, my third commitment, I am Tibetan. And then Tibetan culture, Tibetan Buddhist tradition. Now, after sort of a lot of meeting with different Buddhist, from different Buddhist countries, scholars, practitioners, bhikshus, like that, and then see, it became very clear. Our tradition, truly the pure Nalanda tradition. Since 8th century, Shantarakshita introduced Buddhism in Tibet more extensively. So Shantarakshita, I think those scholars knows around 8th century, he was, I think, one of the top sort of scholars and a respected scholar. So fortunately, Tibetan emperor invited him, he accepted. So he introduced the Nalanda tradition. So I usually used to telling my Indian friends, you Indian, historically our guru, we are Chela. So, and meantime, I also you see telling them, we are quite a reliable Chela. Because, you know, the Buddha Dharma, its own area, say, country, India, you see, too much ups and downs. During this period, we, Chela, kept intact Nalanda tradition. So it is sufficient to prove we are quite a reliable Chela. So our relation, Indians, Tibetans, relation between Guru and Chela, something very special, very unique sort of relation. I often sit teasing Indian in North India. I usually sit teasing them. Oh, most of the Nalanda masters, most of them come from South India, land of coconut. So coconut may be some special sort of something effect of brain. So therefore, I usually teasing, South Indian brain is something very special. The ancient time looks like that. Many of the great Buddhist philosophers, logicians, great thinkers, most of them come from South India. So now modern time, we are not yet to test. So like that. So our relation. So therefore, you see, I fully committed for preservation of rich culture, rich Buddhist tradition. And Tibetan Buddhist tradition, you see, because of Nalanda sort of tradition, many Nalanda masters of writing, you see, there are a lot of explanation about our emotion, about our mind. So I often, you see, telling when some meeting with scientists and also public meeting, the ancient Indian psychology, highly developed. So ancient Indian psychology, compare modern psychology, then modern psychology looks like a kindergarten level. Oh, ancient Indian psychology, highly developed. So now that we should not put or remain in the, because Buddhist religion should take separately. Buddhism as a religion from Buddhist, but useful information which exists in those Nalanda masters' writing should take separately as an academic subject. Now many scientists, mainly from America, they really appreciate the detailed explanation about the human mind, about the human emotions. So in order to tackle our disturbed mind, the fuller knowledge about the whole system of the mind is very, very necessary. And then also Buddhist philosophy, quantum physics, very similar that of a mathematical philosophy. Nothing exists objectively. So very similar. So it is really worthwhile to preserve rich Tibetan Buddhist tradition which come from Nalanda directly. Then Tibetan culture, I usually make a distinction. Religion and the culture. In Tibet case, Buddhism, Buddhist culture. So Buddhist culture is concerned, culture of peace,